Good morning, everyone. This is Mary, you're in Mary Reads, and this video is going to be a birthday vlog. Today is my birthday. I'm turning 24, and I'm very excited about what's going to be happening during the day, so I wanted to take you with me and show you some of the things I'm going to be doing. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. That helps me a lot. And yeah, I wanted to tell you exactly what's going to be happening today. So first of all, I have 3 books that I want to show you. It's going to be like a small book haul. I got these in the past couple of days, so they're very, very new. And then I also ordered a cake from a new bakery that I found, which I hope is going to be very good because I haven't had a good cake for a couple of years, I would say. So I'll show you the cake. And I also wanted to show you some of the gifts my husband gave me for my birthday because those are also pretty cool. So let's begin. And I wanted to start from the books right away. And the first one is Around the World in 80 Days. And it also has a second novel in it, 5 Weeks in a Balloon by Jules Verne. And I'm very excited about the book because I've read one novel by this author before. I was like 12. And I don't remember the name right now because I was reading it in my native language and it's called differently there. So I can't remember it. I literally checked the name before making the video and then I forgot again. But then I also watched The Journey to the Center of the Earth and I loved the movie so much. It's actually my dream to read that book. I still haven't somehow, but I'm planning on doing that, especially after I saw this book. I love this edition. It's so cute. It's such a small, cute little book. And in the font is pretty small, but it's still, it's fine. I'm very excited and I can't wait to start reading it. I'm not a huge fan of having multiple novels in one book under one cover. And when I was getting the book, I didn't realize that it was 2 books in one. I don't know how it's literally saying it here at the front, but yeah, I'm fine with it because it was a great deal. It was a $4 book, and it's the author that I really want to read, and I love the edition, so I'm fine with it. It's whatever at this point. The second book is something that I wouldn't buy in the store, something that I'm not interested enough to buy in the store, but if I see it, as I did, like I saw it in the lobby of our building, I'll take it. It's pretty interesting. I want to know what it says. So it's The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. This book was popular a couple years ago and everybody was talking about it. There were a lot of videos about people tidying up their house based on Marie Kondo's method. And apparently you need to like throw out a lot of stuff and you just leave things that you really need. And I'm very interested in this book because we have a very small apartment, as I said before. And whenever we cleaning is enough for like one day because then things start coming out of the shelves and you leave them on the counter and then there is no space. And we don't have enough space in our closets. We don't have enough space in our drawers. So everything ends up on the surfaces and it's just ridiculous. So I'm really hoping that this book might help me clean our house out a little better, throw everything that we don't need, and live in like a cleaner space. And the last book, I haven't heard about the author before. I haven't heard about this book before, and I just grabbed it because it sounded interesting and the cover was pretty. So probably not the best reason to grab the book, but it's called Family Lore. And this book tells a story of a woman who has a superpower. She knows when a person is going to die exactly, to the day of their death, not just the month, but the day. And one day she decides to do a living wake to celebrate the long life that she lived. And she invites her sisters, and they don't know what the reason for doing this party is. They don't know if she is about to die and she wants to celebrate her life, or it's somebody else who is dying. But at the same time, sisters don't know about her secret, so they don't know about her superpower. So here I'm a little bit confused. I want to read it. But then sisters also have some secrets, and then some nieces have some secrets, or some issues that are going on with their lives. And I just want to see this family story. It's supposed to be a family story that connects two cities, New York and Santo Domingo. And I want to see this family history, and it's focused on women, which is also interesting because it's like it's going to be very different from focusing on both men and women. I assume we're going to see a lot of issues women have to go through, and that's supposed to be good. Yeah, so it says that it's the Good Morning America book club pick. So I don't know if that means that it's a very good book or no. We'll find out soon enough, but I'm very excited about it. I have this paint by numbers picture. My husband got it for me. It's Van Gogh's Sunflowers. And I don't think I have this like little picture of it saved. I'm gonna make I'm gonna show you what it looks like, and I think I'm gonna draw for a little bit. So before I leave to get the cake, I wanted to quickly show some of the gifts that my husband got me. It's just two, and then I wanted to tell you what I'm going to be getting from my family. They sent me some money as a gift just because they are not in the US and they can't give me like an actual gift, and sending them would take forever. So they sent me some money, and I know what I want to get, so I'm going to tell you about that too. So first of all, what my husband got me. He got me two perfumes, and it was two because we decided to get like smaller sizes, but two of them rather than one big one because I wanted to have a variety. And I was extremely happy about it because never in my life I had like a real perfume. So when I was a kid, until teenage years, so like 10 to 13, 14, I got some perfumes from my friends, and they were fine, but it was never something that I chose, never something that I loved. So it was okay. And then a couple years ago, I got like a Gap perfume for $10. It wasn't super bad, but it was just meh. And I really wanted to get something special. I really wanted something very nice. I feel more confident when I smell good. And I feel like it's true for a lot of people, which was very interesting for me. So the point is, we went to Sephora and we looked at different perfumes. It was super fun because at some point your nose gets clogged and you are trying to understand what exactly you're smelling, which perfume you just smelled, and if that's the smell you want, because then you have to wait for a little bit to see how it's on your skin, how it smells. So it was a lot of fun. And we ended up getting two different perfumes. The first one is Daisy Wild by Marc Jacobs. It has this super cute cap. I loved it. I didn't expect that it's going to be like that, because in Sephora you don't really see this cap. They stay open. So we got a small size of that. It came in 3 sizes, but I got the smallest one. And then the second one I'm going to unpack with you. It's Fleur, which I've never heard about before, and it's called Moon Ring. The bottle is not that fun. It's more like a minimalist, but they smell very, very good, and I loved them. This is what they look like. So both of these are like fruity, flowery scents, and they are a little sweet, but also they're fresh. I don't like something super sweet, like something that very deeply smells sweet. I feel like it's not like my character. It's not me. So I want something fresher, but at the same time I like sweet notes. So this was perfect. They're very similar, but the second note and the third note are different. So I'm very excited about those, and I actually now want to have my own collection of perfumes. So I want to have like 3 to 5 maybe perfumes, to have different options for different days when I feel differently, and also depending on what I'm wearing. So yeah, this is a very fun thing, and I think it can become a very fun and interesting hobby. A little expensive though. And as for the gifts that I'm going to be getting from my relatives, first of all, I want to get a couple of books, of course. I can't decide on which one exactly, because I would be getting a physical copy. I would be getting preferably hardcover. And I'm not entirely sure what book exactly I want to get. I'm thinking about 2 books. The first one being Collector by John Fowles. And this is the book about a young man who kidnaps a woman, a female, an art student, and he keeps her in like a farmhouse. And we get 2 perspectives of a kidnapper and of a woman. And the second option that I have is called The Perfume, the Story of a Murderer. And it's about smells and how smells and scents are connected to our emotional life, so our memories and all of that. Like you smell a cinnamon bun and you immediately get into like this little bakery you used to go to as a kid with your mom, something like that. But as far as I know, this man uses people to create scents. I'm not entirely sure. I have a feeling that's what it was, because the guy was a murderer. I want to read it very badly. I want to read both of them very badly, so I'm not entirely sure which one I'm going to pick, but I'm thinking that's going to be the first thing. And then the rest is going to be skincare, because one of my goals for this year is to find perfect skincare for me, because before that I used to just use random products that I found, and they work, but they're not very good for my skin, and they are not working as well as they could. So one of my goals was to find this perfect skincare, and I'm experimenting with some good brands that I trust, and I'm really hoping that I'll be able to find some of the things. There is a lot. I have a lot of gifts connected to like me and my beauty, like my beauty routine, like perfume and skincare. But that's just because the last couple of years have been pretty tense, pretty hard for me and my husband, and this year I'm kind of relaxing, and I want to take care of myself more. I want to spend more time doing things that make me healthier, make me more beautiful, make me smarter. So yeah, this is part of my journey, and that's why this is what I'm getting. today is truly some like magical, wonderful day. I'm back with the cake. Unfortunately, it started breaking a little bit. I assume the cream that's inside is too liquidy, so it's not holding very well. I don't know. The baker said it's literally like the first time this happens. He tried redoing the cake 3 times and something is just wrong. And he first offered to give the money back, but I was like, no. I contacted you late about it. You took my order last minute, so absolutely not. I'm not taking the money back. It's a wonderful cake. Like, I love it. And he was like, okay, then, well, I'll give you a 20% discount for the next cake, which was amazing because we have a lot of occasions, like my husband's birthday is next month, and then we'll have a wedding anniversary in a couple months. So there is always a reason to get a cake. And then I was coming home and I was in the elevator with this huge cake box, and there was this lady with 2 sons, like, I don't know, 11 and 5. And the boys started asking, like, what's in the box? And I showed them the cake. So the older boy was like, oh, is it someone's birthday? I'm like, yeah, it's mine. And they both started shouting happy birthday. And then this little kid was like, who are you celebrating with? And I said, with my husband. And they were like, oh, that's so nice, happy birthday. And it was just so cute. And I didn't expect that at all. It's always so nice to hear people say like nice things to you out of the blue. I always feel, well, not embarrassed, but I feel like, oh my God, this is so nice. I never expected, and it's just super cute. And then also, as I was coming home, I noticed there was this huge box at the place where our neighbors live books. So I was like, okay, why don't I check it out? And I started looking, and there are just these amazing books there. And I was trying not to take many, but I couldn't resist, and I took 3 books. So I assume there's going to be like a second part of the book haul. And I'm gonna show you the books right now. So the first one is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. And I mean, the book is almost new. I love it. My husband and I watched the movie, and I was considering buying a book, and then, see, I found it for free. This is the story of this young married couple, and they are preparing to celebrate their 5-year anniversary, but suddenly the wife disappears, and nobody knows who it is, and people start suspecting the husband. They start suspecting that he killed her because they find a lot of clues. I already know the ending. I assume it's going to be the same in the book, but it's still very interesting to read. I want to see if it's similar to the movie or there are some differences. And again, it was such a great journey. It was suspense, it was mystery, you didn't understand what was going on, and I really want to get back to this story. And the other 2 books, I've never heard of them before, but they just sounded so interesting. So this one is called The Night the Lights Went Out, and this is a story of a woman, recently divorced woman, who comes to this little town, Sweet Apple in Georgia, and she comes with her kids, and suddenly she notices that there is a blog that tells about her life and about her divorce story. And to kind of find peace, she joins this town matriarch, Sugar Prescott, not sure what it is, and she finds friends there. She starts talking to people, but when you live in such small towns, every secret is known to the neighbors, every little detail of your life is known to the neighbors, and appearance is everything. So I'm not sure where it's gonna go. I don't know if it's like a mystery novel or this is just this woman trying to find her place in the new town, but we'll see where it goes. The plot looks pretty interesting. And the last book is by Jodi Picoult. It's called Vanishing Acts, and this is the story about this woman who lives a perfectly happy life. She has a dog, she has a fiance, which she's about to marry, and she has a little daughter She's full of life, she's full of energy, and everything is fine, but she doesn't remember anything about her previous life. And, well, I mean, not that she reincarnated, but I mean, she doesn't remember anything that happened to her before the life she leads now. Until one day, this policeman comes to the door and reveals a huge secret that changes her life. I assume something has happened in her life before that she doesn't remember. Maybe she had some sort of medical condition and that's why she forgot. Or maybe it was such a big trauma that her brain just decided to take this memory away, or something. And this is supposed to be very interesting. I don't know if it's mystery or something, but I really want to know. I know that Jodi Picoult is a great author and a lot of people are saying that they love her. So I really want to read at least one book by this author and see what she writes like and what it is. So here's the cake, and it has these little holes here, and that's the only issue with it. And I think that happened because the cream might be a little bit too liquidy, well, as I said before. And also, it might be that the strawberries are so big and they're heavy, so they're breaking the top layer. I'm honestly not worried about that at all. I think it's a beautiful cake, and it's a honey cake, so it has these honey layers with the sour cream based cream, which is supposed to be super good. Yeah, and I really think that it's going to be an amazing cake, no matter these little like design things. I don't really care about those.